Don't know if I'm sitting right.
I don't like sitting like this.
We're doing a slightly different camera view today, aren't we?
Yes.
So, hello, it's episode 195 of Husband and Wife Sentenced to Life, the podcast. The podcast.
Dun, dun, dun.
Simon here, Laura over there, who's going to tell you something right now, like she does every episode.
Can I say hello first?
Go on then.
Yeah, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Can't say YouTube channel, and to our anywhere you listen to your podcast. And just give us a little 5 stars, little review.
Apple, Spotify, YouTube Music. We're brand new on YouTube Music. We've launched the podcast on YouTube Music now. You can watch the videos on there as you can on YouTube. So please do like and subscribe. We got one. A guy gave us 5 stars. He says he loves the podcast. He loves how relatable the podcast is. Hates the jingles. So.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. It's all right.
I mean, there's not many podcasts where I like the jingles, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, but it's a signature, isn't
No,
it?
no, I don't mean ours. I mean in general. But then I think after a while, you end up love-hating people's jingles, don't you?
It's comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. Do you want to start with a hypothetical question?
Go on then.
I have to read this one because it's quite long. All right. A genie comes along and tells you that they can transform me to being the absolutely perfect man and husband, right? Mm-hmm. I'm still me, but I do everything right. Around the house, in the bedroom, in company, everything perfect.
Yeah.
However,
Go on.
I'm only here 4 days a week. So for 3 days a week, I'm nowhere to be seen. I'm still alive. I'm off somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I'm only here 4 days a week, but I'm perfect.
I'm going to say no.
Because I'm already so close.
No, definitely not that. No, but I think if you were perfect, it would become annoying.
No, but exactly what you want. Not like,
Not too
he's
nice.
such a fucking goody two-shoes. I mean, like, perfect for you.
Right.
So it's like, you wake up in the morning, you're like, what's that smell? And it's exactly what you wanted for breakfast. And every thought that comes into your head, it's done. You've not even had to ask.
Yeah, no. It would be.
But I'm only here 4 days a week.
It would be boring.
Right, let's move on to London. Marathon. Last podcast we recorded it just before we left the house to go to the marathon.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, thoughts?
I would do it again. I think.
Like, for people listening to this one for the first time, you didn't do the marathon.
Oh, no.
We went and stood at the side and shouted, "Go on, Dave! Go on, Dave!"
Yeah, no, we got a tube, and the tubes weren't busy. I thought they were going to be rammed. They weren't. Got right up to the railings, and then
It was emotional.
Do you know what? I actually got a bit teary at one point.
We were half a mile from the end.
Yeah.
So we were on St James's Park. But
Yeah.
we were on Birdcage Walk. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
And it curves round at Buckingham Palace, and it comes back down the Mall, and that's where everybody finishes. I kept saying to you, people coming past us now, they know.
Nearly there.
They know they're getting the tinfoil.
600 metres from the end we were, just before, about 700 metres before the end.
They're getting the tinfoil wrapper.
Yeah.
They're getting some Snickers to eat or something. They're getting the medal.
Yeah.
They're going home.
But there was a few people that were rubbing their legs, and you're like, come on, Dave, come on.
There were some
You're
wobblers.
nearly there.
Weren't there some wobblers?
Yeah.
And that's the ones you're encouraging. Go on, Agnes!
Yeah.
Because they've got the names on the shirts.
Yeah.
What I liked is there were some people who were so tired. It's not that they forgot what their names were, but they couldn't understand why people were shouting it. They're looking around like, fuck, how do they know who I am?
Yeah. A few celebs were running.
Saw a few celebs.
Yeah.
But on the whole,
And then we went and sat outside Buckingham Palace, had a little picnic, which you didn't want to do.
sat on Victoria Monument, right?
Yeah.
I'd been looking forward to the picnic.
Right.
We sit down to have the picnic, right? And there's loads of people around, and I felt awkward getting a picnic out.
Oh, I didn't. There was plenty of people doing it.
You're not me. Betsy gets a can of Dr. Pepper, spills it all over. It starts fizzing. So instead of just putting it down on the floor, she just put it over Daddy's lap. So I get fucking Dr. Pepper all over it. It just looked like a massive piss stain. And I'm going, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she don't move it. She just, it's fizzing, Daddy. It's fizzing. I'm like, get it away from me fucking trousers.
Do you know what? You handled it quite well. You weren't even as hyped up as you are now. You were calm, and I was like, oh, he's going to go.
I know.
He's going to go. And you didn't.
Because it was just the awkwardness, and she wet me sandwich. I don't like sandwiches at best of time. I don't like a Laura sandwich. And what I did is I made the picnic. I made Laura sandwiches. Like boring fucking cheese. And you said like, oh yeah, put tomato in. I put tomato in. That just made it socky.
Yeah, but I like that, a cheese and tomato soggy picnic
It was
sandwich.
so disappointing.
Oh, I love
it.
it.
And then Betsy spilled Dr. Pepper, which I don't drink, all over my sandwich. So it was like totally ruined for me. But what I did do, I took a flask of tea. The highlight of the day. Other than the runners. The flask of tea. So it was good, right?
Yeah, I'd do it again.
All right, massive London news. We're moving house.
Yeah.
Right now, outside the window here is the estate agent sign which they came and put up today. Don't you dare pull that face. I want every bit of this move, because I didn't want to move. I wanted every bit of this move now. You've got to be excited.
Yeah, but you did want to move.
No, I want to move. Obviously, we've seen bigger houses. I said to you, stop looking at bigger houses because we can't afford to move.
Yeah.
We're moving. I don't want to get into the nuts and bolts. We're moving. But since then, all you've done is tell me negatives about the new house. And I'm like, you've got to stop.
No,
we're
I
sitting
know.
in the living room. One of the reasons we're moving is our living room is in between this room that we're sitting in and the kitchen at the end. And it's got no windows.
Yeah.
Because it's in the middle of the house and it's a terrace. So it's quite dark. And it feels like we're on top of each other. You know, that's another reason we're moving. We were sitting there last night and you went, I think the living room of the new house is smaller than this one. And I'm like, please shut up. Please don't.
I know. But do you know what? It's hard because I feel like I'm still not settled here. And I don't mean this house. I mean, in general, like we've talked about, moving is giving me sleepless nights.
It's not me. I've decided. I decided when we said we were moving, because I had all the sleepless nights before that. You know, we had some big discussions. I said, please, you got to stop looking for houses. You're doing me head in. Now we're going. I'm in.
Yeah.
We're having viewings on the house. When we used to have that in Dubai, I hated it. We've had people yesterday. We've had people today. I don't give a shit. Get them in. Let's get out. And we're moving into a nice big house. It's a bit near at countryside. It's got 4 bedrooms. It's got a garage. It's got a building that's going to be a podcast studio in the garden.
Yeah.
It's got a big garden. I mean, this is unbelievable to say.
Yeah. So basically, it's the same price as the house we're in, but because we're moving 15 minutes further out, that's where it balances out.
But we're moving to a better area.
No, we are moving to a better area, but because we're moving further out of London slightly, we're still in London.
I think if you looked at a map and drew a circle, I don't think it's that much further.
Yeah, probably.
But anyway, different tube line. We're going to miss it round here.
Yeah.
That's the house move.
Yeah, that's going to become quite stressful, I think, in the next couple of weeks.
Well, we've landed right on his feet, really, unless they're bullshitting. And can you imagine an estate agent bullshitting?
Well,
Because our estate agent in this new house has said, we're going to buy you a new washing machine and dishwasher.
yeah.
And then I said, you've got to totally clear garage. Yeah, we'll totally clear garage.
Yeah.
And then we're not moving for another month and a half. And he said to me, well, I'll tell you what, it's empty anyway. If you pay us, you can have the keys, just start moving your stuff across early. So all this to me sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
Now we've paid the deposit, I wonder if it's going to be, fuck off, you're moving in on the moving in.
Nah,
day.
mate.
You misunderstood, mate. Geezer, you got it wrong.
Yeah.
So that's London in a nutshell.
London.
We've had something penciled in to talk about for the last few weeks. We've not mentioned this, I don't think, but we're back on a diet. So Easter was crazy food.
Mm-hmm.
Your mum came up to see us, and instead of bringing Easter eggs, which would have been bulky in her bag because you came on the train, she bought every single Cadbury's chocolate bar available. Now they do Oreo, they do Caramac, they do Creations, they do a salted caramel,
Yeah.
they do a s'more,
Fruit and nut, whole nut.
It must have been a foot high, family-sized chocolate bars,
Yeah.
and we ate them all in about a week.
Yeah, between 5 of us.
Yeah. But then the kids also had Easter eggs, and we had Easter eggs, and
Yeah, no, we ate a lot of the chocolate.
and you know when
As you're meant to in Easter.
I think it happens normally in the second week of Christmas when you start, you go to bed and you're getting stomach cramps and you're like, oh, I feel awful. I feel awful from food. And we're always talking about dieting for one reason or another. And so we started in earnest 3 weeks ago.
Has it been 3 weeks?
Yeah, we're dieting really hard through the week. I kind of don't want to say what we're doing because as soon as you say it, every cunt's got an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody's got, no, you shouldn't do that. What you've got to do is, you got to eat this time, this time, this time. What you got to do is you got to eat 7 meals a day. Smaller meals, but 7 meals a day.
Yeah.
And then every half an hour in between that, have a drink.
And then some people say, or you fast for one day, you don't eat anything all day, then you eat a little bit the next day, and then a little bit the next day, then you fast again. There's
some twat who's done it at Atkins. Well, we know you're vegetarian, but just eat meat.
Yeah.
Don't eat anything but meat, you'll lose weight. So that's not what we're doing. We've got the thing that we're doing. I think it's working. It's difficult through the week.
Well, I think the main thing that we've given up in the week is any kind of sweet stuff.
Yep.
I'm not drinking any alcohol. You're not drinking any alcohol-free stuff.
Yeah, no fizzies.
And just generally trying to eat healthier in the week.
But it leads me on to a topic. Because I asked you about this a couple of weeks ago.
Not the chocolate bar.
Yeah, fuck, I wish it led me to a topic. I love them. Secret snacking.
Right.
So, I've admitted this to you in the past. When I'm depressed, I'll secret snack. When I'm down in the dumps, sometimes I just do it. And I didn't think you did, but then a couple of weeks ago you went, oh no, well I do a bit.
Well, the thing, just before we started the diet, I was kind of trying to clear out all the chocolate. So we were kind of like had a last
clear it out via your mouth.
Chocolate dash. And I had a little cupboard which had some Cadbury's cream eggs in. Now,
that cupboard.
There was one left. And I was like, where have they all gone? And you had...
Oh no, I've not eaten 5.
No.
6 in a packet.
No, we'd had 5. We'd had a couple, but then there was a couple missing. And I'm like, where have they gone? And you said, well, I might have had one, like
I'd had one extra.
When I've passed by.
Yeah.
And then you had...
But you know why? Because I felt like Easter were running out.
Oh, right, okay.
And also...
You were helping us out.
Both the older kids, Leo and Honey, were going to leave.
Yeah.
And whenever they fucking leave, they leave with our fridge. It's like, if you don't buy them shopping, you give them our shopping. And it's like, just take these with you. Just take these with you. And I'm just watching good stuff go out of cupboards. And I thought, woe betide you if you put my fucking Easter chocolate in.
Right.
So it was like, I'm eating them before they go. I heard Rob Beckett on Parenting Hell, the comedian, on his podcast. And he said to Josh Widdicombe that week he'd had some sneaky food behind his wife's back. He'd had 3 portions of battered sausage and chips in the car. In a week, mind you.
And she couldn't work that out from the smell.
He didn't seem to feel too guilty about it. He wasn't saying it in a way like, I'm such a fat bastard, I'm going to have an heart attack. He was just saying it as matters of fact. And Josh Widdicombe didn't react in a shocked way. And I'm there thinking, when I tell you what my secret food is now, it is a morsel of what he's talking about.
What is your secret food? I mean, but
hold on.
That's bad.
If I said to you now, I want you to know that last week, when you thought I was just doing the school run, I actually went to Chippy 3 times and had battered sausage and chips 3 times in a week.
I'd be peed off.
We have the vegetarian battered sausage and chips from Aldi.
Yeah.
Once a fortnight, maybe, as a treat on a weekend. Mm-hmm. Chippy tea. And that's too much for me. Like, I couldn't think to myself, I'll have that again in 2 days. Right?
Unbelievable.
Have you said what your secret food is?
No. So mine is not so much... Like, it's not a meal, or it might be just, if I've walked past the fridge and then there might be a chocolate bar in there, I might just break literally 1 square off.
I hate that. Oh,
or
from our shared bar?
No, or I'm just trying to think of another example. Like, sometimes it might be grapes.
I hate
it. Might just be grapes or something like that.
Well, you know what? Knock yourself out.
No, yeah, but it is. It's like, wouldn't go and open a whole crisp packet. It's something that's already out, you know?
Yep.
And I just might pick 1 or 2. And so it's only tiny things. But then I feel guilty because I'm hungry and I quickly have something like that. Like I say, just one piece of something. But then I don't want you to see, because I don't want then you to have a piece. Because
What a cunt.
Because like
What an absolute bastard.
I'm thinking about you.
You're not thinking about me, because nothing would make me happier than having
Yes, I
that
know
food.
that. But then I know that if I have one, like we love cheese and onion rolls, as in like they're like no, I very rarely would do that because that's too big.
But this is what annoys me, is we'll buy a packet of them and they don't last long.
No.
We might have one each on day 2 or something. And every time I go in the fucking fridge, they're sitting there and I'm thinking, I want one of them.
So you've eaten them before?
Yeah, but not as often as I would want to.
Right.
The other day you bought a packet of vegetarian sausages. And I made as a sausage pasta, vegetarian sausage pasta with vegetables and stuff. And I was going to put 2 sausages in it. And I thought, what's going to happen to the other 4 sausages? They're just going to sit there. So I put 4 sausages in the pasta, which didn't seem like a lot. But then earlier today you were like, I had to chuck them 2 sausages out. And I can't tell you how much that hurts me inside, knowing that sausages that I bloody love went in the bin.
No, I know, I get it. I mean, I don't like it because it's wasting food. But yeah, so things like like the vegetarian sweets that we get from Aldi, they're like vegetarian Haribo, the version.
Yeah.
I might have a couple of them. I might chuck a couple of them in.
That's fine.
But then I don't want you to see that I've had a couple and then you have a couple, because then you'll have a couple more.
All right, so I'm going to admit to my secret snacking right now. Not since the diet. I have stuck to it.
Okay.
And there's been times, even today, I'm proud of myself, because earlier I was going to tell you, but I wanted a bit of something and I thought, just write it out. And I wrote it out. But I am going to admit to my secret snacking right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you the situation it happened in. But the next time this situation happens, I don't want you to be suspicious that that's what I'm doing. There has been occasions when I've gone to fetch Betsy Pearl from school and I've gone to Aldi on the way to school.
Right.
For stuff that we've needed. But
That's why you always say, shall I go to Aldi?
not always.
Oh my God.
Not always.
Do you want me to pop to the shop before getting Betsy?
No, because I like going at shop, right?
You've gone red.
I'm trying to be honest, it's confessional. Sometimes I'll buy her a snack and I'll have a bit. But what I bought, I think you'll be proud of me here. What I bought, and this happened twice,
Yeah.
the breakfast bars that are like a bit like the Nature Valley ones that we used to have. They're like crumbly.
Yeah.
They're basically compacted granola.
Yeah.
They're as big as a
Yeah.
mouth organ. They're solid. Peanut butter flavour maybe. Dark chocolate flavour. I don't know. But
A whole
they're solid.
packet.
Right, hold on a minute. You get 5 or 6 in a packet, right?
Yeah.
And what I've done is I've had them in car. And
So you didn't even bring me one in?
Listen to me. And I'll have one for me breakfast when I'm driving Betsy and coming back. You get 2 sticks in each one.
Yeah.
I'll have one. But that'll be my breakfast.
And then when do you have the other stick?
No, I'll have 2 sticks. So I've got through 12 of them bars. But over weeks. So I'm being honest. What do you think of that?
I think it's a little bit naughty. I think the fact that you've kept them in the car, the fact that you didn't tell me, the fact that...
Do you know how many times you've got in car and there's been one sticking up?
Where are you hiding them?
Next to me piss bottle.
So when I cleaned the car out the other day, what if there...
Oh, no, they've been long gone by
Yeah,
then.
but what if there had been... Would you have rushed out and you would have just let me
No,
find...
because now we're on a diet. I don't mind telling you. I don't mind telling you my secrets.
I can't believe you didn't even bring me in one, because I
No,
like...
because once I bring you one in...
I like a granola
Once
bar.
I bring you one in, the fucking cat's out of the bag. You're like, we're at rest. They're in car. I eat them when well, get them out of fucking car. You're not having snacks in car. Then I have to find another way of doing it.
Right.
You won't let that go now, will you?
Ah.
Look at your face.
Well, yes. Is it the start of secrets, is it?
It's not having an affair.
Okay.
Your nostrils just flared. Shall we move on? Have you got anything else to say?
Well, no, I'm interested to hear what other people have because I know there's other like people do this.
I think a lot of people won't have the draconian measures that I have with my wife when it comes to eating.
Oh no, you don't. You do not.
You're quite on top.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Look, you do it because I've put weight on, right? But you've done it since we got married, and the funny thing is when you want to eat, the gloves are off. We can just both eat. You know, we've talked about it too much. Let's move on to the ick.
Go on.
Barbecue wankers.
As in the ones that cook the barbecue?
I like doing a barbecue. I don't think I'm very good at it. I think that's a good place to be. I think if you think you're good at a barbecue, you're a twat. Because...
Do you know what I don't like? Is that the men always get to cook the barbecue.
I am genuinely, I would be more than happy to sit doing the fucking playlist.
See, I quite like cooking on a barbecue. I quite like doing the pizza oven. But I feel like I'm always the one that ends up having to do the prep rather than getting to cook.
It's the Aussies and the South Africans who are top of the list.
Yeah.
I don't think it's racist.
Well,
and I'll tell you something else. Most of them would freely admit it.
Yeah.
We lived in a country, a lot of our friends were
the braai.
Australians and South Africans. And I'm not against them because of how much they're into meat, right? But they'll turn up. It'll look like they've just lopped the back of a cow off. They'll turn up with meat and it's got bones all sticking out of it and it's that big. Here's what you do, mate. I'm doing a combination of Australian and South African.
Yeah, it was.
It
was, yeah.
Here's what you do, mate. Put the whole thing on, cover it in spicy jack sauce, leave it for 25 minutes, flip it over, don't touch it. I brought my own seasoning for the braai.
And we've got a lot of Australian and South African friends from back in Dubai who will openly admit they are like that with the barbecue. They've told us several times, oh yeah, come over. I'll show you how to cook it.
And if it's at their house, no, if you come to my house and I'm doing a barbecue and you come standing there, what you doing, mate?
Oh, someone's standing behind you.
Mate.
Yeah. I mean, if ever I'm cooking, like when we've cooked half Christmas dinners or things like that, you don't want someone stood in the kitchen looking over at what you're doing.
Somebody who tells you that your gas no, mate, you don't want a gas barbecue, mate.
Yeah.
Do it with a cold. It makes the... I'm eating fucking veggie burgers and halloumi, pal.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how it's... You know what I mean? You can put it in toaster and I'll eat it. They're right up there with fucking coffee snobs.
No,
barbecue snobs. Oh, people who make bread.
Wine snobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just, in general, I'm not a fan of someone coming up and telling you how to do something better when you're doing something.
If someone's coming round who proclaims that they're a better barbecuer, I'll just go, do you want to do it? Even if you come into my house, because I think those people like doing it. And I like doing it when there's no pressure. But as soon as, if it's me, you and the kids, there's no pressure. But as soon as there's one person extra, if Leo brings his girlfriend, if Honey brings somebody, if, I don't know, if our parents are here, suddenly I'm like, I'm going to fuck this up.
Yeah, well, it's pressure, isn't it?
Whereas when we had a barbecue at your parents' house, when we came back, you did a barbecue on the back, I didn't give a fuck what it came off like.
Yep.
I just eat it. If it's charcoal, I eat it. If it's underdone, I eat it.
But it's part of barbecue.
You won't hear me complain.
Yeah.
Right, that is episode 100. I can't even read now. 109. I got new glasses. We didn't talk about that. I got new glasses.
We don't need to talk about that.
195. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Like, subscribe, give us a rating wherever you are.
And tell us where you hide your stash.
Hello to Bahrain. I just like this. I'm nearly finished here and they might miss this by now. I don't know who listens to us in Bahrain, but we are always in the Bahrain charts.
Are we? And we've had so much love about the candles.
We did a lot on talking about what's it called? Bed Bath Body Works.
Bath and Body Works, yeah.
Over in England. So many messages from old Dubai friends and people living here.
Yeah, who have the same dilemma.
There's one in Sheffield. Somebody messaged me and said there's one in Meadowhall in Sheffield.
Is there really? Well, I've seen a lot of people say that they get their husbands to bring some back.
I mean, you expect it in London.
Yeah.
Where it is in London, you expect people going along and going, oh, 50 quid for a candle, no skin off my nose. Can you imagine Sheffield people, of which I am one? But I'm I'm posh Sheffield. Can you imagine a Sheffield people going in, buy because they're seeing this 50 quid for a fucking candle. When I were a lad, You could buy a semi-detached house.
Stood there in their dressing gown and slippers.
Exactly.
And the other one we've had a load of love for is the spaghetti debate.
The pasta.
Guess what we're having tomorrow night?
Spaggy ball.
Yes, we are.
We'll make a little video of the techniques. Although
People have agreed with both of us. I've seen both sides, and my mum tried to get out of us what the question is.
still nobody's won the competition.
Yeah, and my auntie from Germany phoned her up saying, "What is it? What do you think it is?" The guess so far from most people is saying names during, but no,
Yeah, and we've had a few.
nothing like that.
I had Greg try to get it. Greg alert! I had Greg tried to get it out of me last night. He tried to make out like he weren't asking, but he was asking.
Yeah.
He tried to tell me something awkward that had happened to him and his wife.
Okay.
In order for me to lead it on. Nice try, pal.
No.
Lips are sealed.
Well, there you go.
We'll see you next time, everybody.
See you later.